Alright, there we go. Hi, everybody. Sorry, the green screen was still up. Mal was downstairs making us coffee. And I was like, oh. That's like one thing I can't. I don't know anyone that can do it themselves. Unless they were like Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal's arms...
Hi, did you miss me?
...might be wide enough to do it.
Did you miss me?
Maybe. Or that one guy from Mortal Kombat that has 4 arms. Might be able to do something like that. Anyway, morning everybody. Part of me's like, look who's back, but I really like for the streams you never
I've
left.
Been here. Mm-hmm.
Oh. It was a big deal to me though. Mm-hmm. Today's the first morning I woke up and someone else was like there.
Kepi's
other than Kepler.
But Kepi.
Yeah, it's not exactly the same.
Hi, watch your tail.
Especially because, like, when you wake up next to me, you don't immediately jump onto the ground and start chewing things and go, when we gonna eat? When we gonna eat? Like, you stop doing that after, like, our 2nd or 3rd year of marriage. But he, like, keeps doing it, so. Anyway, morning, everybody.
You're welcome, Haley. I love Leica.
Alex and Haley are back. She could start again. Renee, meanwhile, I'm going to start doing that.
Morning, Jepson.
And yeah, we'll get to that. I'll get through alerts and then I'll talk about that. It'll just be pretty brief. There's an entire vlog dedicated to it. But we saw a movie.
Let's talk about my dog.
We saw a movie. And I was excited last week because I was like, we're going to go see a movie. And we saw a movie.
You don't have to tilt your head back so far.
He's a sweetie.
I start petting his head and it just goes.
Also, morning, Josh. I saw Josh was here. I feel bad that we couldn't get together yesterday with Jiggy.
Josh, did you do that?
I don't know if Josh ended up doing that or not, but Jiggy was like in the vicinity. Mm-hmm. Well, vicinity is like, it was an hour or 2 or something, but we weren't able to do that because we had plans yesterday. Sunday, yeah, sorry. How many days are in a week? Josh says I did not. Yeah. It was, yeah, whenever I saw that message, I was like, it's like we're already doing something on Sunday. Maybe next time, though. All right, let me read some things. We got 19 months from Shattered Views. Sage of Stars gifted 5 subs to Insomniac Matt, Bubbles8738, It's Destiny, Brandon the Sun, Dragon. I had to scroll. I was like, it's not Dragon. And at A True Sages. At Sages. Sage of Stars, thank you.
I'm marking Rondo okay from the hurricane. They are not down there currently, and I think they're out of the path for the most part.
They're not in Florida right now?
No.
But they're going back?
Yeah, they're going back soon.
Okay.
Not before the hurricane. It'll be after the hurricane.
It would be kind of a wild decision to be like, hurricane.
Quick, get down there.
Quick. Storm Chasers. 45 months from Josh A. Brom. 39 months at Tier 2. Gold Toast from Arpiga. 38 from Nunshoes. 57.
Make your apricot more special with Tiny Eddie's Diced Savory Olive Swirls.
Diced Savory Olive Swirls.
Nah.
So the concept, like, of diced olive is fine. But my issue is adding it to an apricot. Mm-hmm.
I had this pasta salad this weekend while I was staying at Alex and Haley's. It was really good.
Was it good?
It had olives in it.
You don't like olives?
Not really.
It was really good. It had olives in it. Do you like olives?
They were
No.
green. I prefer green
You
olives.
like green olive. Well, you tolerate green.
I do.
And you do not like black.
Kalamata are good.
No. See, I really like. I like both. I think I prefer black, and I love to have black olives on pizza, definitely, and then also in subs. Both. I like to have both. Let's see. Where were we? Oh, we hadn't actually read this. we should read. 1,000 bits from Hawkeye Elite says, "What is for breakfast this fine Friday of mine, Eddie?" Olive
I hope
swirls.
you like olives.
I like olives. I wouldn't put it on apricot, but I like olives a lot. I like to sit around and eat olives, but I can only eat like 3. I don't know if other people are like that. Like, olives are such a strong flavor that I can eat like 3 over the period of 10 minutes, and then I'm like, right. Now I'm done. Yeah, if they can be stuffed with cheese, or jalapeno or whatever. Haley, I can eat so many more than 3. I don't know. That's like, there's a few foods where I'm like that, where I'm like, I like this a lot. I can eat a very small amount, and then I'm like, no more for me. Olives. If I'm eating a whole olive, like, that's it. Like, if it's on pizza, if it's mixed in with other stuff, that's fine. But to eat it, like, on its own, it's a lot. Yeah, wasabi peas are another thing I just recently learned, because I can only eat a few. I like them, but I eat a few, and I'm like, I'm done with these. Just don't want any more. Anyway, 57 months from Cosmic Searle. 57 also from Incarnado95. Let's have another little snack.
Having an absurd day? You need Tiny Eddie's coconut wrapped llama pieces.
Lots of wrapping.
From Blue-Haired Cyborg, been making the journey while off sick the last 10 months, less than a year to go, so what snack should I have to push through to the end? Well, I'm sorry you've been sick. Sorry to hear that, but I'm glad that you have an almost endless source of entertainment just in the journey. Coconut wrapped llama pieces, you know. Don't eat the llama plain.
No, wrap it in coconut.
Wrap it in coconut. I bet they serve llama at Clark's Fish Camp. They serve just about everything.
I don't remember. I don't remember if it's there anymore. I thought Dan said it went out.
Oh, is it gone?
I think so.
We never even got a chance to eat
I know.
other things. Some of it's like, no thanks. 30 bits from Radio Dread, who just says, clown beep. Beep that clown. 57 months from Missing No Leader. 34 from Jay Linebeck. 6 from The Cactace. 53 from Sudabite. Oh, God.
Barter your toy away for some Tiny Eddie's tomato slushies.
Tomato.
Oh. 1,000 bits for Pastry Bear plays. Tiny Eddie, I need a snack for my hurricane stay at the hospital tonight. What can I have good to eat? I don't know that a tomato slushy is going to make you feel better.
I mean, it'd be like a frozen Bloody Mary without the alcohol.
Okay. I'm someone that, like... This would be like if you had a, what's that drink? V8?
Yeah.
But it
You
was like a
froze it.
slushy.
Mm-hmm.
I find V8 disgusting. Like, no. I can't do it. But people like it because they sell it at a store.
Renee.
So, like, yeah, I get, you know, if you had a V8 slushy.
A friend of mine was just on vacation and sent me a photo of a Bloody Mary they had. In Wisconsin, you can get it with, like, a hamburger on top and, like, it's like a whole meal on top of a Bloody Mary. Like, Wisconsin has started to try and
Yes.
outdo each other with it.
Yeah.
And they were in California, and they had one that had, like, shrimp on it and some other things. And I was like, it's trying to be a Wisconsin Bloody Mary.
I mean, I've seen that for years, like, at different places. Like, putting crazy things on a Bloody Mary, but also some of the stuff in Wisconsin is kind of insane.
Yeah.
It's like a 4-course meal, all balanced on a glass.
It did a pretty good job. It's on top, Josh. It's on like a skewer shoved down into it.
Yeah, it's like a normal Bloody Mary, but then on top is like a hamburger and like
yeah, they're on like skewers.
An
shoved
entire
down into
fried
it.
chicken.
Yeah.
And like a cheesecake. Like it's stupid. They have to have some really sturdy glasses.
Yeah.
To not topple.
I agree, Haley. Haley says, I still have yet to enjoy a Bloody Mary. I don't want one.
Have you considered turning it into a slushie?
I'd rather have, like, anything else
Wow,
to drink.
that's basically the worst thing you can say about a food item is I'd rather have anything else.
Like, literally.
I mean, that's fine. Your opinion's your opinion. It's just, that is probably the worst thing you can say about a food item.
I
It's
literally had Sprite wine the other week.
You had Sprite wine again?
Alex made some. I had a sip of it.
Oh my god. We had 56 months from Luna Gazer 806, 11 from Silver Cates. Vegetable Sorbet gifted 3 subs to Alexdra 33, Parallaxis 1, and Brie Bones 3. Vegetable Sorbet, thank you. We got 15 months from Zarmak 821, 29 from Kimikawa, 9 months from Sapphire C, 7 from Keita Loves SSM, 60 months from Spiffla. That's a 5. So cool, 2 C5s. Very cool 2 C5s. 56 months from Angeman, 85, 39 from Skanork, 46 from NG Bin, 47 from RunT.exe, Lost Vagabond gifted a sub to Malye, appreciate it. 29 from Alien Whale, 11 from Haste of the Day, 86, 34 from The Great Perhaps, 55 from Luna Pearl. We got 500 bits from Haley92. It says, "Hi guys, this is Haley from Haley and Jim, who sent the Fallout Boy CD for mail. We are glad you got it as we sent it from the Netherlands, and we normally watch the VODs of breakfast streams as dinner streams for us. Hope you have a lovely Tuesday. And P.S. The Stardust CD is from May of 2023, not 2013. Sorry if it got mixed up by typing." Ah, so it's like super new. I literally have it right here. It's actually right here.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
I see on the back the information is 2023.
It's okay.
It's 2023.
It's okay. I know he startled you away.
I startled him?
You startled the boy.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. And as we learned during mail, Fall Out Boy started in, was it 2003? Was it?
I don't remember.
I forget already. I think it was 2003. It's been like 2001. It's been over 20 years. It's a long time. It's a long time. The boy fell out so long ago.
Catch him. Catch him.
Catch him. Yeah, don't Google "the boy fell out" because it's just like tragic news stories about roller coasters, and I'm like, oh. Anyway, 14 months from Kirdelia, 34 from Zaz my man, 31 from Zimmer CJ, 29 from Psychodon 904, 41 from Josh R2D2, 15 from Devons. We got 5 months from Austin 3291. And 300 bits from Shy. It says, "I also dislike olives, Mal. Thing is, though, as a Greek, this makes me a borderline heretic."
There were so many olives in Greece. I tried a bunch of them.
There was a lot of olives, there was a lot of tzatziki, and there was a lot of there's a whole lot of the one alcohol that they gave
Ouzo?
you. Ouzo? Is that what it was? Like everywhere you went, they're like, all right, now
Finish up your meal with a shot.
we got, you have to like start meals with ouzo and end meals with ouzo. There's like ouzo everywhere. And, that was an interesting trip because like I don't drink. So Rhonda drank a lot. Rhonda drank twice as much.
They did that in China too. They kept giving us shots of
Like a fireball type thing, right?
yeah, something like that.
It was a spicy. Yeah.
What baby?
Anyway, that's alerts. Thank you all. Appreciate it. There's only 2 breakfast streams left in August. This is one of them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So this is like the last one before the last one of the month.
Wow.
And I think that it's a great time to let everyone know. Yeah, you laugh before I end them. It's a great time to let everyone know that September is almost here. And you know what September means?
Yeah.
It means only one more month to Extra Life. It's exciting. It's just 1 month away.
What are you doing?
Just 1 month. Very thrilling. Once September gets here, and, you know, as long as Chaz has the time to get it all set up, we'll be doing stream totals, or game totals on stream, on Breakfast Stream. Yeah, it is 2 months away. But when September gets here, I get to say it's next month, and that's the trick. Yeah. So I'm really excited about that. I can't wait. I'm very much looking forward to the event. It won't be that far away.
Correct. Can you hand me my coffee?
I can do it.
It's decaf.
You're drinking decaf. Mm-hmm. Did you know this is the first coffee I've had in days?
Same. And it's decaf.
Yeah, I had and I've only had decaf coffee for like months. A long time.
I mean, for one, was I really gonna make coffee at Alex and Haley's?
No. You have to like do I don't know.
It's just an easy 22-step process.
Yeah, it was a lot. It's a lot to do it over there. Like if Alex is there, I'm just like,
Oh yeah, do it.
I'm like, make a coffee. But if he's not, I'm like, oh, it's too much effort. I can't do that. It's yeah, just not as easy as the screw the environment machine. It is nice whenever you want a thing that you press a button and it happens.
Yeah.
It is nice. Especially because the other one does take no less than 10 minutes of like solid movement. It is a lot. We also had 46 months from Darling Aces. Thank you. Let me tell you about what we did. And this
So Leica is great. I had to do a video call yesterday, and I had my AirPods in, and they have noise cancellation, and I hear a barking, and the person I'm talking to also has a dog. So I'm like, is that your dog or my dog? Because I couldn't tell. It sounded like it was coming through the AirPods. And then as I asked that, Leica's head pops up, and I see her barking, and just the timing was really great. Someone had the audacity to park in the street. She was upset. And that was the only time she really barked.
She's a good dog.
She's a good dog.
She's a good dog.
We had a great time.
She gets excited when I come over. Mm-hmm. And I love that.
She was very excited to see you.
I love that. You know, I can't, whenever I come in and she hears the door open, she barks because she's like, the door. Yeah. And then she comes down and then she sees that it's me and she gets excited and I'm like.
She did do like a little happy dog dance.
Yeah. She gets real excited that I'm there, and I'm like, that makes me feel included. It makes me feel loved by the dog.
She slept with me, because, like, Kepler sleeps with you, but not with me. He doesn't come over onto my side of the bed ever.
Yeah, often to my personal detriment. Yeah. Yes, he.
But Leica slept with me, and she would, like, curl up along with me, but, like, closer to my shoulders. Whereas Kepler, like, if Kepler sleeps with me, he's by my feet.
Yeah. Yeah, Kepler finds a way to get between my legs, and that is just...
Yeah.
Like, probably one of the reasons why I have pain in the mornings is, like, I'm sometimes pretzeled, and I hate that. I don't like to be pretzeled.
I was very amused whenever we would be outside and she would see a dog. She would kind of do this weird little dance and then look at me like, you see this dog up here, like 10 houses away? Be like, yeah, I see the dog. She's just really excited about this dog.
She's cute. She's a very well-behaved dog.
Yes.
And I feel like that would make it very easy to watch her for a few days because she's very, very chill. Like a dog, derogatory. Yeah, was there any other things you wanted to talk about for Leica?
She's great.
She's great. Consuming pretzel, being pretzel.
Did I take photos of
It's
her?
true.
Of course I did.
We posted the one that you took.
Yeah.
That you took of me and Leica. We posted that
Friday.
on Friday, and that one's really good. I'm really happy with how that turned out.
She was really excited some mornings because, like, she would sort of wake me up, but not like Kepler does. It'd be like a very gentle wake up. And then she'd kind of sit there and wait and be very patient for me to get up and let her out or go and get her breakfast. And, like, I'd just kind of, like, look at her and I'd be like, is it time for dog breakfast? And she would get so excited. One morning she, like, leaped onto me and just, like, sat there. And then, like, another morning she leaped onto the floor and then just, like, did her little dog wiggle and, like, hit the side of the door and just was very excited.
She's a sweet dog.
She is.
She's a sweet dog. I do. I don't have a lot of dogs in my life at this point. In fact,
Haley said you can just say, is it? And she does a backflip, basically. Yeah.
yeah, like I'm trying to think what other dogs I have in my life, and like Mark and Rhonda have two. We never talked about that.
No, we didn't.
So Mal was in Wisconsin, and there's a scene in one of the vlogs that Mal took of is it Sasha and
Luna?
Nope,
Coco.
Or Coco.
Coco.
I think it's Sasha and Coco, like laying in the sun. So like that's on the vlog. It's a really cool shot. Like you got a really cool shot of them. So Sasha and Luna are in there. Mal came home, and just days after that, Sasha passed away. So like, we never talked about it because it's kind of a hard thing to like bring up out of the blue, and there's not really a lot of good points to insert that. Because Sasha's been around for a long, long time.
Rhonda's had Sasha as long as I've known Rhonda. As long as my dad has known her.
Yeah. So.
She had cancer. I don't know if we ever said that.
Yeah.
Like an untreatable cancer, so they knew it was coming.
Yeah.
And when I was there, they were like, yeah, Sasha hasn't been doing great, so.
Yeah. Monkey had passed away like
2 years ago?
2 years ago. And now Sasha has passed away. And so now it's just Luna and Coco.
Haley said she had a long and good life. She did.
Yeah.
And she lived a very long time for a Pomeranian.
Yeah. Very, very. Because they don't even really know exactly
She was an adult when they got her, so they don't know how old she was.
So she lived a very, very long time. But she was such a sweet little dog.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we talked about that though, because like
Next time we see them, it's just gonna be.
it'll
Luna
just
and
be
Coco.
Luna and Coco. And
Luna's also very old.
Yeah, Luna's very old and is like
deaf,
I think
blind,
deaf and
has
blind.
like 2 teeth. Yeah.
Yeah, her little tongue just dangles out of her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
She's sweet though. She's a sweet girl. What was I? That was actually not where I was going with.
I don't know
thing,
either.
And I forgot.
Oh, dogs in your life. Carly has a dog.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. There's very few. There's very few like dogs that I'm around at this point, and the main one is Leica.
Yeah. Lindsay has dogs. I got to see him when
Yeah.
I was in Wisconsin.
That's right. The only animals I see regularly now,
Are Kepler and Leica.
Kepler and Leica, and then when I'm back in Myrtle Beach, I get to see Rocco, and that's the only animals with any like regularity, I think. A little burp. Excuse me. We got 52 months from Colin to P, and the Slick Duke gifted a sub to Sapphire Becca. Thank you. How old is Rocco? Rocco was born in 2006. So Rocco is 17? Is that the math? I think that's the math. Yeah, he's 17. So he's an old boy.
Don't use your nails. Don't use your nails.
He is an old boy.
Oh yeah, I did get to see Pizza.
Yeah, pizza. So anyway, let's talk about what happened on
Sunday.
Sunday. Speaking of old boy, we got to see a movie on Sunday. Alamo. I learned that it was for
Movie
National
day?
Cinema Day.
Cinema Day.
So it was National Cinema Day on Sunday, and as a result, Alamo was doing $4 movies. And I got the email for it, and I was like, $4 movies? I was like, man, let's go to the movies. And she's like, okay. So we pulled it up, and we were looking at the movies that we could possibly see. One of them was Oppenheimer, but we were like, well...
Everyone in the group kind of wanted to see
Yeah, a lot
that.
of other people wanted to see Oppenheimer, so we're like, let's maybe not go see that on,
Just us.
just us.
Uh-huh.
Jurassic Park was playing in 3D, but I'm pretty sure that one wasn't a $4 movie because it was 3D.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen Jurassic Park, but that was a consideration. Asteroid City was playing, which was like, okay,
Barbie.
we could see that. Well, we weren't going to see Barbie again, but like, those three, and then Old Boy. And Old Boy, I know about Old Boy, but I've never seen it. Old Boy is a cult classic. It's a 2003 Korean film about revenge, and I was like, well, Old Boy is playing, and I was like, I don't really know
the Korean Old Boy.
The Korean Old Boy, yeah, not the 2013 one that Spike Lee directed. So, I pulled up the Wikipedia article, and I was like, I read it to Mal, and I was like, I know that this is like, for my time in like school, I was like, this is like a good, this is a cinema. Do you want to see a cinema? And Mal was like, yeah. I was like, okay. So that's what we went. That's what we went to see. It was our date movie. When you have a date, you take them to see
A very heavy,
a very
very gory film.
yeah. Remember when Asia Extreme was an aesthetic? It was good. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Spiffle says, I hope you knew nothing going in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't know anything. So, like, the only thing that we knew was that it was a cult classic. It was 20 years old. They re-released it not just in Alamo theaters, but like other theaters across the U.S. for the 20th anniversary. So it's probably playing in a theater near y'all, like wherever you are. if you're in the U.S., it's probably playing. It's so I knew that it was 20 years old, and then I knew that it was a revenge film, and that was it.
Yeah.
That was all I knew. And we went into it, and I was like, I don't know what to expect. And it was very good.
Yeah.
It was very good. I liked it a lot. So for the 20th anniversary re-release of this film, I don't know if it's like this just in Alamo or if it's like this in other theaters as well. But at the beginning of the film, the director comes on screen and speaks for just like a few minutes about like the film. It was like, he was like, there's a few things to note about this film, as you go into it. First off, thank you, Alamo, for like showing the film again, but also, a few things to keep in mind if this is your first time watching Oldboy. Number one, there is extremely brutal graphic violence, so brace yourself for that. Number two, there is extreme nudity, so be prepared for that. And then
the third one was about humor. He said something about humor.
He said it was okay to laugh.
Yeah.
He said it was okay to laugh. He's like, there will be times where you will want to laugh. He's like, it's okay. That's all right. And then there was another warning that he gave too, which I don't want to spoil anything, so I just won't talk about it. But the non-Korean audiences could find disturbing, which is fair.
It was heavy. There were parts I had to look away.
Yeah, there are scenes of basically torture. There are scenes that are basically torture, but it was really good. The other thing is that, like, since I didn't know anything about this movie, there's apparently a very famous scene in the film that's just like a long one take.
When that started, I was like, "Ooh, this is going to be special," and it was.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, in DL, we watched that.
Yes. Yeah, that was the other part of the special 20th anniversary thing, is that at the end there's like a 15-minute interview with the director, and that was cool.
Jam says less heavy than Requiem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But still heavy.
Yeah. So at the beginning, I didn't really know where the movie was going, and I won't talk anything about the plot, because the plot of that film is definitely something that you need to experience yourself, because it's a fun adventure of, like, you don't really know where it's going. But earlier in the film, there's quite a bit of like action sequences, and I was like, God, this feels almost like Korean John Wick.
But not.
But John Wick is fun. Like,
yeah.
I know it's like just murder, but it's fun murder. And like, this film is not a feel-good film.
No.
It's very different.
Yeah.
It's very different. But anyway, yeah. This is my like recommendation with an asterisk. Like, if you're just, if everything we've talked about thus far sounds good, then like you can probably go see it. I don't know, if you're concerned about like content warnings or triggers, like, you should Google the movie.
says, I was going to make the same comparison, but yeah, you can watch John Wick and it won't leave you messed up.
Yeah, you should.
But this might.
Yeah, this is like, it is disturbing. It's disturbing on multiple levels, because it not only is there like graphic scenes of torture, but there's also like some of the plot stuff is also very like disturbing. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't know what that says about me, but I like
You were
movies.
a film major. Mm-hmm.
I like movies a lot. Anyway, maybe we'll see another movie sometime.
Maybe.
Next year, for sure, on National Cinema Day, when they charge just $4 again. There you go. Rearward Drake says, how full was the room?
Quite full.
It was pretty full.
The empty seats near us, I heard the guy say, like, all my friends canceled on me.
Aw. Well. Haley says, it says that you have not been traumatized. Well, everyone has different types of trauma. Depending on your trauma, certain things, certain types of movie and certain experiences might be difficult. But for this specifically, for me, it was okay.
What are we doing?
We're just hanging out, quite literally. You made it.
There was regret for a second about that back foot.
He a good boy. We had 300 bits of MemTap. It says, hey, Steven. So I did have to send in my Nintendo Switch to Nintendo. Also, I forgot to tell you there is a local taco chain I loved when I lived in Austin, Texas called Torchy's Tacos that is now in Raleigh. Please try it. Sorry, I'm just gonna see.
We never went to Amy's burrito place in Wilmington. Everyone always talked about Amy's. Becca says Tom talks about Torchy's a lot.
Okay. It's in like the the northern part of Raleigh. Okay. Mal will add it to her.
Oh, I will? Okay.
Mal has a list of all of the recommendations that people make for Raleigh. And that way, sometimes when we're just out exploring the city, I'll be like, what's near us? And she'll load it up on the map and just look at things that are near us. And that's how we end up going to do things. Haley says, how come I can't add to the list?
This is a different list. We have two lists. There's a group one I made that's in our Raleigh Discord, and then there's my personal Google. That's what I just did. Because, like, the group one is harder to do, and I have to do it on desktop.
Oh, okay. Well,
you can't add to it? Okay, we can mess with it later.
And that's on Google Maps, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't personally use Google Maps.
I know you don't.
But, like, I will, because I'm the odd person out, so it's fine. Also, I don't think Apple Maps has a collaborative feature. They have, like, you can make a list, but I don't think they have.
If it does,
stuff.
some of us can't use that.
Yeah. I mean, almost everyone can.
Yeah.
It's not my fault Brandon doesn't have an iPhone. Like, what? Apple Maps is absolutely comparable to Google Maps in 2023. It is. Like, I understand that there's a lot of, like, negative past energy of, like, didn't Apple Maps drive people into lakes? And, like, it absolutely did. But in 2023, they're basically comparable. They really are. It's like, honestly, for me, a lot of it has been a UI decision, because I prefer the layout of the mapping software in CarPlay with Apple Maps over Google Maps, and that's basically it. That's basically the entire experience. Anyway. Wow, Brandon with strong opinions. Just use a worse map app, I guess. It's not, also. I just tried navigating Chicago with my brother. He used Apple Maps and I used Google. Guess who got lost more? Sorry, that was such a based message. You mean biased? Or based, or both. Yeah, both. Yeah, it really is comparable. Like, I understand that you can have, what is it? When you have evidence, but it's only this evidence. You know what I mean? The word where it's like, this much evidence. It's morning, I can't. Anecdotal. Yeah, like it's anecdotal. But it really is actually, they really are really similar. Like, basically it's fine. It's fine. It's comparable for driving, I'd give you that. Okay. There's actually a lot of improvements that Apple has made on Apple Maps specifically for the walking stuff, and also like their version of Street View. Anyway. It's anecdotal, but really, literally. I didn't say that. Don't put words in my mouth. I don't care what people use. Use whatever you want. I'm just saying that people don't have to worry about me driving into a lake. Like, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Apple's the richest company in the world. They've continued to like shove money into the software side to try and drown less people. That's Apple's pledge, is to drown less people in 2023. Where was I? I was reading something. 6 months from Mux 2000 and 22 months from Mean Dean 12. Thank you. Oh, the other thing. I want to talk a little bit about some things today because Jam reminded me. We are doing Pikmin today. That is on Tuesdays, so that's at 1 p.m. That's in like a few hours. 1 p.m. Eastern. However, I wanted to give an update about something because on Friday I had mentioned that we would be doing, or I would be doing Starfield on this coming Friday, September 1st. We're changing that because apparently Starfield does come out Thursday evening, and as a result, I'm going to cover it Thursday evening. That actually is better for me because it's easier to do one stream in a day instead of two. So I'm going to play it Thursday night. So my apologies to like the Europeans. But yeah, it's coming out like 8.
Haley and I have plans on Thursday.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't care. I don't care what you do. I'll be here streaming. Yeah, it's what does evening mean? Yeah, so it's not midnight. I would not start the stream at midnight. I'm too old for that. It's like 8 p.m. I think Eastern time, and that seemed like super reasonable. So, yeah, so there will be a stream about 8 p.m. Thursday, and it will be Starfield. And that'll be a lot better for me because then I don't have to do 2 streams so close together
Friday.
on Friday. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, that's the update, and I'll talk about that again on Thursday breakfast stream because it'll be the same day. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm at least like a little nervous because it does require putting faith into like Bethesda and Valve and all these companies that the game will release when it says it will.
Yeah.
Like they'll hit the button and we'll be able to play it. It'll be fine. There's always a chance that like we'll go live and it'll just be a just chatting stream until we go, oh, the game didn't come out. But, you know, we'll hopefully it'll be fine. Hopefully. Ultra House says, I thought it was out on the 6th. That's the normal release. But you can get the premium version, which allows you to play it earlier. I would normally not recommend this to anyone unless you're just like super, super hyped about the game. I'm doing it because I am a content creator and it is massively beneficial to play it as early as it comes out. So I'm doing that. But for everyone else, it'll be out on the 6th. Yeah. I also saw someone ask about vlogs. Vlogs are caught up right now, which is great. There were like 3 that came out yesterday. There's 3 that are coming out today. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to keep up with it. I did get a gold star. Release them. Haley, they're scheduled. They're coming. They're coming out. They're coming out. They're done.
They're done.
They're done. I guess I haven't technically done yesterday's, but like...
That's what you're going to do today.
Yeah. I can't do yesterday's yet. So I have to like... I had to go to sleep. Mm-hmm. Then I woke up. I did this.
Correct.
But I'll do it soon. Anyway, that's the thing I wanted to make sure I mentioned, was that Starfield is actually going to be Thursday night.
And not Friday.
And not Friday.
Afternoon.
Yeah. So, stay on the lookout for that. Triforce Drummer gifted a sub to the Kubliest. That's Healy. Spiffle asked if I'd ever start cutting a vlog on the same day. I've done that. Like, if a vlog is a topic vlog, like I already know that, oh, today I want to talk about this thing, then sometimes I'll film it, and I'm like, okay, I can just cut this. I won't release it, because, like, in the event that there would be a very big, like, life event that occurred, then I would add that on to the vlog. Or just, like, change the vlog completely or something. But I would do that, so. But usually, there's not major life events that occur after I've talked about Skittles or something.
Yeah. True.
Pretty true. Were you going to talk about something?
I'm streaming Wednesday.
Oh, okay. You seemed like you needed to say
No.
something, and I wasn't sure what it was.
No.
Mao is streaming on Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's Wednesday night.
Are you hearing my stomach thinking I'm trying to talk?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Do you need to
Eat, maybe.
eat something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Just worried about you. Can't believe Steven doesn't feed Mao. We'll get some food.
Okay.
We'll get some food after this. Oh yeah, the other thing, fan favorites. We'll talk about that Thursday. That's the other thing, though. Mail came out,
Mm-hmm.
and then fan favorites is the other thing that's kind of like, it's like right there, so close. So I feel strongly about Thursday. We'll talk about it Thursday, and that's it. No Patreon updates because like that'll happen on its own once we get into September. And like I have no idea when Disc Only is. I think John said Disc Only is the second week.
Because of PAX.
Oh yeah, because of PAX. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So probably then. Probably then. Yeah, is that the 12th? The 12th. I feel like I'm forgetting to talk about something, and it's bothering me, but I don't know what it is. Do you have any idea?
Nope.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Did you have anything you wanted to talk about? No?
No.
Yeah, I'm lost. I'm like, I feel for sure that I'm missing something, and I'm just like, Alright, I don't remember.
What are my fall garden plans?
It must not be important if I can't remember.
I have stuff I want to plant. I haven't been to the garden since Friday evening.
I've been to the thing. Oh, Chaz, that's it. Jesus. Sorry, it's that we're about to hit 5 years of streaming.
Okay.
That's next week. Anyway, that's it. I have been to the garden.
You have, yes.
I've been to the
I need to
garden.
go look at that watermelon.
I've been tending to the garden, plucking the stuff and watering the stuff, and it's all good.
Is the watermelon done?
How do you know if that's done?
I'll have to go look at the watermelon.
It doesn't look any different.
Okay.
It just looks the same. The watermelon has been very confusing in a way that makes me upset. because the vine is huge. We had all of these baby watermelons start, and then none of them grew. Except one. And the one is big. I'm like, well, where's the rest? Give me more. Jerk. We tore out the tomatoes.
Some of them, half of them.
Half of them. We basically tore out the big tomatoes. And one of the cherries.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see what else we get.
The watermelon is a, it's an icebox watermelon.
It's not a big boy.
Sugar? I don't remember. But, it's not normal how you know if it's ripe. It's, like, different. It's a hard one to judge when it's ripe.
Oh. Okay.
Sugar baby? Yeah, it must be a sugar baby.
Yeah, Haley, I think that too.
But the tomatoes are on the opposite side.
Oh.
The watermelon's planted on the opposite side of where the tomatoes are. It just grew that far.
Oh. Sugar daddy watermelon. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I suppose. I would just prefer watermelons to, like, I'm done with tomatoes, right? Like, I'm done with them, like, as a concept. Also, did you know that apparently, like, tomatoes and acidic stuff is real bad for IBS?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too. But I've just been eating them.
I do have to say, I do know that I planted too much. It was hard to know at the start how big things would get. And once I put the cages up, I was like, oh, this will be fine. But things got really big, and there were too many.
Yeah, I mean, so the problem is, like, you know, if your wife is like, I want to grow, you know, several thousand tomatoes, you can't be like, okay, well, good luck. Because there are definitely conversations in the kitchen of, like, we gotta eat these tomatoes, and, like, I'm going to eat the tomatoes.
I was gonna make a tomato, something.
The what?
I was gonna make another tomato thing.
We made tomato basil.
I know we did. We made tomato basil.
Yeah. Oh, so so, like, it's too early to know this for sure. Because if I'm going to share this information, but I also don't want to be hounded in YouTube comments about it. So keep that in mind. I've been logging all of my my food and my bowel movements in this app now for a bit.
I did make salsa.
Almost a month. I'm not, like, quite to a month, but I'm almost to a month. And the way that the app works is that it will show you all of the food items, and it'll show you, like, the like, how much of a problem it is, and then it'll give you a degree of certainty based on the information of, like, how accurate the app thinks it is that it's a problem for you. And the thing is, this isn't a lot of information. This is only, like, 3 weeks. And that's the other thing. And these points out stress, etc., can also trigger stuff. I know for me, stress is a bad thing. Because I have... If I am stressed, things are worse. Things are so much worse. And, like, you can also log stress, but it's so much harder for me to remember to be like, I'm stressed. Or today's good. Like, I can't think about that very well. So I just have been doing the food. But there is one thing that has shot to the top of the list in terms of this is a problem for you and there is a high degree of certainty. And that is onion. Which has never been something I've suspected, but I was Googling it, and apparently having an intolerance to onions is like pretty common. A lot of people have some level of intolerance to onions. And I was like, neat. So this is not enough information to know that for sure. It's just not. Like, I need to... Like, this has only been, like, 3 weeks. I really need to do, like, 3 months and still have it say that before I would feel for sure about it. But in the sea of all of the other ingredients and things that are on my food list, like, it is far and above anything else. Up there with yeast and emulsifier. I'm like, emulsifier. So, yeah, you know, I just thought that was interesting. And the reason I prefaced it by saying, like, don't hound me in the comments is because I don't want someone to be like, Steven, you're eating an onion. Like, this is not enough information yet. I need to do this for several months.
Continuing to eat onions will give you information.
Yeah, it's actually, it's probably a good thing to throw some of those in. I mean, Haley, we don't know. We don't know. I gotta start logging my stress. I'll have to add a new entry that's like time spent with Haley and see if it correlates to like Bristol 7s. And then I'll know. I'll get it all figured out. Doey, Steven, you're eating an onion. Ah! Yeah. So we'll see. But I thought that was super interesting because, like, there's things that I, like, have, like, some suspicions of. Onion was not one of them. Onion was definitely not on my list of, like, am I intolerant to onions? And as it turns out, maybe. It's possible. So, the likelihood of onion eating streams goes down. Yeah, I think that we're probably not going to do any onion eating streams now, which is sad because that was like high on my list of
plans. Yeah, there were a whole set of alerts.
I don't know. One of the things that I didn't look into is if there's a big difference between raw and cooked onions, and like there might not be.
I know there is for some people.
So, because I don't have that differentiated in my app, but like. Anyway, see, one of the things about this for me is that, like, it's not necessarily learning this information and trying to figure out the food triggers. It's not necessarily that, like, oh, I'm just never going to eat those things again. It's more about just knowing, right? It's about, like, understanding before I eat something, like, hey, you can eat this. It's probably going to give you a bad time. So that's the thing that I'm interested in learning. You know, if onions cause me a problem, then, like, okay, you know, and there might be times where, you know, if I'm getting like a burger or something, be like, all right, well, maybe I'll skip the onions on the burger if I know it's going to, if it's not going to be worth it, you know?
Yeah.
Because like on a burger, you already have other toppings, so it's like, Haley says, but what if it's me that causes the problem? Well, then I'd probably have to, you know, limit the time spent with you. Or just be aware of the pain that it will cause. Perfect. Yeah, actually, that's... Pandora said, it's like Taco Bell. You have to know what you're in, like, you're getting yourself into before you go.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever had a non-bad time at Taco Bell.
Coffee!
Basically every time. Anise says, onions, nightshades, spicy, lactose. As my dad said, if I'm going to be allergic, I'll suffer with a smile. Knowledge is power. I just want to know. And it will definitely dictate how my... Yeah.
That's why I won't eat at Golden Corral again.
And ironically, that was fine. I was like... The thing that I want to know more than anything is that... Like, I have not been normal ever. And I know that that's really hard for people to, like, wrap their mind around. But, like ever. Like, there are fleeting moments in time. Fleeting moments in time where, like, there's been some semblance of what normalcy could be, right? And that is what people experience usually all the time. And I'm like, I just kind of want to know what that's like. I would like to live a life for like a week or two. Like if I had 2 weeks where like all of my bathroom time was like what normal people experience, I'd really like to just see what that's like. What is that like? I don't know. Because if it was a really good experience, then maybe I'd be like, oh shoot, okay, no onions. Like I want to like check this out. So, at some point. I'll get there. We had 300 bits from Shy says, oh no, not onions. Now you'll have to find another way to deal with those yellow spotted lizards. Zelda.
Holes.
Holes. Holes. What is this song? Oh, it's Super Soul Brothers. Okay,
Yeah.
that's it.
Coffee.
I have nothing else.
Yeah, I know. I don't have anything else either. 300 from Cosmic Sorrel says, if you somehow manage to fix your issues, can we finally get the good job pooping emote? That's, you have to ask Uncle Chaz for that. I can't make it happen, and I can't make him do it, and he's clearly holding it hostage for some reason. The ball is in Uncle Chaz's court. I really hope that one day we get it. I don't know what we have. Like, I feel every day I hear about it, I delay it 2 weeks. I feel like there's secret criteria that Chaz has set. Like, only when this happens. And I'm like, what is it, though? But how do
No
we
one
get
knows
it?
except
How do
Chaz.
we get it? How we get it? I don't even know. Anyway.
Coffee.
31
I hope
months.
he has it charted out. Like, 2 weeks, and he has it, like, on a calendar.
Yeah, he has like a whiteboard next to his desk, and he goes, I can't believe it. 31 months from my Hilo. 300 bits from Gold Lightning. He says, Mario Wonder Direct just announced. Oh, neat. God, how are we gonna... I just really want to play that with Alex and Haley, and I just don't know where the time will come to do that.
You don't have to think about it right now.
I don't have to think about it right now. I just know that I want to play it with them. Okay. It's like November.
I have no idea.
I have time. It's November. I have time. Okay. Let's wrap up.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here. Pikmin is in 3 hours. Please join us in 3 hours for Pikmin. We're making really good progress.
I think so.
Like, things are going really well. So join us for that. Tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern, Mao is streaming. Cooking something. Are you cooking?
No, I think I might do that next week.
Okay. Cooking something tomorrow night. And Thursday, breakfast room. Starfield. 8 p.m.-ish. We'll talk about that more on Thursday morning, probably. But I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be fun. And Friday Zelda. And that's it. Thanks for being here. Also, there will be a vlog in 10 minutes. We're not going to wait around for it. But there will be a vlog in 10 minutes. So you can catch that then.